Hey guys, what's up? It's the Electronic Helper 3 here again, and today I decided to try something new. Other than making videos, which I haven't done consistently at least for a while, I like to play chess a lot, and I feel like it's a great way to exercise your brain, um, improve your tactical skills, and just have fun. Um, I think I'm a pretty decent chess player, especially when I have time to think, and so I want to help some of you guys out and show you guys some new stuff, and maybe even if you do know what I'm talking about, maybe if I can help even a little bit, that's what I'm here for. I love to spread the knowledge. So in this video, I'm just gonna start my chess making video endeavors with just a little trap, and it's my favorite trap. It's called the Blackburne Schilling Trap. People, or if you play chess, you probably know what this is, but if not, it's a really cool trap, really easy, fun to do, and really devastating for the opponent. So I'll get right into it, and then tell me if you guys like these chess videos or not. Anyway, it's a trap for black, and it starts like this: e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. This is the Italian game. Now, especially in beginner, or I shouldn't say beginner, in lower level rated games, when someone plays the Italian game, they have the idea to attack this f7 square. Eventually bring the knight down to e5 or g5 and then to f7. Now, if they can get their knight to f7 with bishop's protection, near the beginning of the game, they will win a rook or a queen. That's usually what they're looking for. So, with that being said, black's going to make a strange move at first, or so it may look. They're going to break one of the opening principles in chess, which is not to move the same piece twice unless you're forced to, as it moves knight to d4. And now, this does two things. First of all, wastes a move, or it wastes time, as chess players like to say, and also gambits this pawn on e5. Now, especially when this knight is trying to get to f7, this free pawn on e5 looks very appetizing, so oftentimes you'll see the knight come and capture this pawn. And before we keep going, I should tell you that the best move in this situation is knight takes knight on d4, and after pawn takes c3, pawn takes knight development, the game is much better for white. White is in better position, should have an easier game. We'll go back. However, when people see this free pawn and it's a step closer to attacking this f7 square, oftentimes they'll take. Now, once capturing, black has a very interesting move, and that is queen to g5. This not only attacks the knight on e2, but also the pawn on g2. Excuse me, the knight on e5 and the pawn on g2. However, with white still has the attack going because of queen takes on f7, attacking the queen and the rook. Now, if queen saves herself, then the rook is being taken, and that's been white's goal the whole game. However, before we continue, I should tell you that the best move in the situation is actually bishop takes on f7, and this is check. And after king to d7, white should have a better game, as black cannot castle, and they have better development, queen and king safety. However, usually you'll see white take in this position. Attacking this g2 square now is the queen, and we're really just going to ignore the threat of knight takes rook because there's nothing that we can do, or nothing that black can do. One more thing to point out: if white sees that the g2 pawn is being attacked, usually this won't happen, but if they play g3, then you have the knight, the queen takes the knight, which is the power of this move, the fork between the pawn and the knight. So after knight takes, forking the queen and knight, we're just going to ignore the threat and capture the pawn on g2. Now, going through white, their mindset is probably something along these lines. There's no way for black's rook to escape, but my rook, the white rook, should be able to on f1. So now, if you have gotten yourself in this situation as white, the best move is just to capture the rook. You shouldn't really be there in the first place, but if you are, capture the rook, and after rook takes, queen takes rook, then you have bishop f1. Not great, but I mean it's better than what's coming. However, white most of the time will try and save this rook because they don't want a rook trade when they can win the rook, when they could win black's rook flat out. So after rook f1, then black has the absolutely killer move of queen takes pawn on e4, narrowing down white's possibilities to only two moves. The first move is queen to e2. Obviously, white would not like to lose its queen, but in this situation, one of their two moves is this possibility. So if queen e2, knight takes queen on e2, and if bishop takes, king takes, and this is practically resignable position for white. Really looks bad. And if bishop doesn't take, then you can get that knight out of there with a reveal check too. So something along the lines of after this takes, let's just say random move like a3, then you can actually say check on the reveal check, and after king plays to d8, you can come down and win the rook too. The other option here for white is moving the bishop to e2. Now, white may think that all this does is lose that knight on f7, but in fact there's a much more powerful move, and that is going to be knight playing to f3, and this is checkmate. So, in conclusion, this is my favorite trap to pull off. It's a wonderful 7-move checkmate, and it will really confuse the opponent and really leave them in shock. I hope you guys enjoyed this first chess video. Please stay tuned for more, and tell me what you guys would like to see. It's been the Electronic Helper 3. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.